White to play and win. This is a really subtle finish by Peter Svidler, playing against Svidler-Topalov from 2004. Now, if you try to calculate this through to the finish, then you will be struggling. But I think you need to just work out just 2 or 3 moves ahead at each step, actually. So, for example, in this position, well, I think White's next 2 moves are pretty obvious. You know, there's no crashing mate in 2 here. But the check is a good start. And the king comes up to h7. Now, I think one should appreciate that queen takes rook check certainly doesn't promise White anything. However, rook f8, threatening perhaps some business here, but actually the principal threat is queen takes rook. And that would be a good starting position to proceed with. And then, well, the onus is on black to try and find a defense here. So in the game, queen g1 check was played. The king bounced up to b2, force move, and queen g5. I mean, the rook actually doesn't have a good square to go to, so this is pretty much a force move. Okay, and here you could say that the problem starts again, but White has made a good start. So checking doesn't really get White anywhere. So how does White make progress from this position? As I said, this is very subtle indeed. I think it's beautiful. Queen d3 check. Now this opens up black's king. Clearly king h6 is no good. Queen g6 loses the queen. So black's next move is forced, g6. Now that opens things up a little bit along the 7th rank, for example. Okay, what does White do next? Well, queen d8 I would like to play, because then this kind of move looks really very strong. But in that case, queen takes pawn check is no good. You have to spot that one. And then the rook just moves away. The queen defends h8, and the tables have turned. Black has a winning position. Okay, so what does White do after g6? Queen d6. It's a subtle move. Defends the e-pawn. Keeps an eye on that rook. And actually black does not have a good defense here. It's really interesting. So for example, h4, queen b8 is an absolute killer. There is no defense here. The queen cannot take this pawn. In the game, Topalov tried king g7, and there's still no good defense to this move. Queen b8, threatening some checks and ultimately mate. So for example, h4, let's just see how it works in practice. Well, the king, I'm afraid, won't last here. Okay, that's an extra rook. We don't need to go any further. Topalov played queen h6, hoping for rook g8 and king f7, and black hangs on. But there is a much stronger move after queen h6. So I'll have a quick slurp of tea. You have a quick think. Cheers. White to play and win. The winning move is queen d8. And after this, actually, Topalov resigned. Why did he resign? Well, this rook is still in trouble. So, for example, here, now the king is boxed in, and that's the end of the road. Queen g8. And rook d7, that's mate in a couple. So queen g5 defends the rook. But now the queen and rook just finish the game off. And queen g8 or queen f8, and that's checkmate. Now that is a very long line. I'm going to go right back to the beginning. So king g8. But from this point, it is absolutely forced. White is winning. So let's just start queen d8 and rook f8. Let's just do a quick recap. Check. And this beautiful move, queen d3, opening the king up, and queen d6, that's the key move, threatening queen b8. Brilliant stuff. If you like the details, please go to chesspuzzle.net and, well, you'll see that you can solve the puzzle interactively there, but you can also see the whole game and the solution too. Thanks for watching.